Are you thinking about visiting Hong Kong Disneyland?
Here's 10 things you need to know before you go.
So tip number 1.
The best way to get to Hong Kong Disneyland from the airport is got to be the taxi.
Yep.
It takes about 15 minutes. You jump in the green one, off you go. It was about 130 Hong Kong dollars.
Yeah, roughly. It's about £13 for anyone in the UK.
It's a gorgeous drive. The sights are amazing on the way. Those hills, beautiful.
And it drops you straight off at the door of the hotel. So you can take the MTR. It does take roughly around about 40 minutes, and there are 2 changes you need to get, and it will drop you off at the park, not the hotel entrance.
Yeah, there's a free shuttle though from the park to the hotels, so if you're staying on site, it is doable.
Yeah, but for us, for £13, it's probably just worth getting a taxi, to be fair. Obviously, all that takes in consideration if you're staying on site. Which brings us on to tip number 2.
We'd recommend that you stay on site for the Disney portion of your trip at least.
Yeah, so if you are looking to kind of venture off into Hong Kong, then we would probably recommend splitting it up and not sticking it in the middle of a Hong Kong Disneyland trip.
Yeah, it just took about an hour to get into the city from Hong Kong Disneyland.
And if you are going to Hong Kong, then I'd probably recommend stay a little bit closer to the city than Disneyland
There's
itself.
some cool looking hotels in that city.
Yeah, there was, to be fair. We only had a very brief time there, so we only had the 1 day in the Hong Kong Centre, so we did decide to stay there.
It all went wrong, which you will have seen, but Gaz will link, will link all the videos from Hong Kong.
The day was a bit of a disaster, to be fair. But I still enjoyed it, though. But one of the main reasons why we say to stay on site is because it's in the middle of nowhere.
Absolutely nowhere.
So there's the Disneyland Hotel, which is the one we stayed in, Explorers Hotel, and then there was the
Hollywood Hotel.
Now, in that order, that's how close you are to the park. So the good thing about the Disneyland Hotel, it is the closest. It took roughly around about 15 minutes to walk to the park.
Yeah, I'd say so. It is hot to walk to the parks though, so if you go in more into summer, probably recommend getting on the shuttle bus.
Yes.
So it's air conditioned.
They all have shuttle buses to the park, and they also have shuttle buses to each other, but it's roughly every half an hour, and it's only operating when the park is open. So if you're thinking about waiting for the park to end and then go to another hotel, you're going to have to walk it.
Yeah, we made that mistake.
We did.
We went for dinner in Explorers and then had to walk a very long route back
they
Disneyland.
have a really nice route that's at the back of the hotels, which overlooks the sea.
The China Sea.
Yeah, but it closes at 10 o'clock, and we didn't know that. So we walked down there to Explorers Hotel, had a bite to eat, and it was like, no, you can't go back this way. First time round, we got a lovely lift off somewhere. The second time round, we thought we'd chance it. They told us to walk. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend it. And that's one of the reasons why we would say don't stay at the Disneyland Hotel.
Yeah, the food options just aren't great.
No, there's no
the
quick
sit-down's amazing. The Enchanted Garden.
It was good.
It cost us £250
It was very expensive.
for 3 of us. So,
Yeah.
although the food is epic, it's all seafood and caviar. The moment they put the caviar down, we knew.
Yeah, we
knew
like,
we were
gave
in
over.
trouble. Because the website's only got a from price. If you're gonna do it, maybe check at the front of the check-in for the restaurant to see what the price is for that night.
Yeah, and also as well, in terms of like food and drink, so because there's no quick counter, the options are really bad. And I think in the shop, which wasn't open all the time, by the way, there was only one fridge that had drinks in it, and there weren't really any snacks.
No snacks.
So we would recommend staying at Explorers, maybe Hollywood. We never actually ventured out to Hollywood.
No, but that's Marvel themed, so we should have done.
We should have done, really. But yeah, definitely Explorer Hotel is definitely something that if we were staying next time, I think that's where we'd book.
100%.
But if you decide to completely ignore the advice about staying on site, then there is an MTR and there are buses that'll take you directly to Disneyland.
It seems pretty straightforward, to be fair. It's like just a couple of stops, isn't it, on the MTR?
Yes, and if you do bring your own luggage, there is a luggage storage area. But when we went there,
the queue for that was the biggest queue we saw.
Yeah.
That was literally the biggest queue we saw all day.
Yeah, so you can store your luggage, but we probably wouldn't recommend it just because of how busy it was. So, Ange, the next tip. What would you say is the ideal amount of time in Hong Kong Disneyland?
You need at least 2 days for the park to
At least.
truly appreciate it.
Yeah, it is the smallest out of all the Disneyland parks.
Yeah, but they've got great shows, they've got amazing rides.
Yeah, we'll come on to the rides in a few minutes' time.
And it's just the nicest park.
Yeah. The good thing is as well is they kind of know that that's what the ideal time is because you can only buy 1 or 2 day park tickets.
We had a 2-day park ticket, part of our package that we got with the hotel.
Yeah, so the Hong Kong Disneyland was the only place in Asia that we actually bought the package for it.
Yeah, we bought our tickets separate everywhere else, didn't we?
Yeah. So we booked this package roughly around about 6 months in advance.
Yeah, I think so.
So the difference with Hong Kong Disneyland and the kind of the American parks is there isn't a particular time to go to be able to book this. So it's not like, right, 180 days out, bang, you got to go and do it.
I think Tokyo, slightly more scheduled for theirs, but with the others, they kind of just put them on when they felt like it.
Yeah, it was like
it's
4
around
to 6
4
months. Yeah.
But we definitely got it booked earlier than the 4 months that we'd read online that it was.
And we think the packages go on a little bit earlier than the normal
Maybe
ones.
that's why we were able to do it.
Yeah. We just did it because we wanted to make sure we got Momentous. Yeah, we just decided to take the package because it came with a few little perks that you could get at the time.
Yeah, it was like a special offer. We got a couple of little cards that gave us some discounts, a free luggage tag, and a couple of other bits that we didn't use.
Yeah, I'm going to say, didn't we get like 8 rides? We had a couple of fast tracks, didn't we, that we could use as well?
No, we bought that separately.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we bought the 8
Can you
rides.
tell who does the planning?
It's also the only park that we bought the package of Premier Access.
Would you recommend doing that though?
Probably not. We went at Easter, which you would think would be a busy time, and all the queues were like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about crowds.
No, maybe for Momentous for the viewing area, but we will come on to that in a minute.
But before that, let's talk about the next thing you need to know, which is all about the unique rides that are at Hong Kong Disneyland.
So our top tip is make sure you do them all, because
Yes.
they're amazing.
There's just so many unique rides here that you need to do. So obviously I'm going to put on a pedestal right at the top there.
Mystic Manor.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's so good.
It's amazing. Albert the
is,
monkey.
He's a mint. He's mint.
He's so cool.
He's so good.
He's so cute.
The only gutting thing about it when we're there is it was under scrim, but it was still cool.
Yeah. I was having like an external refurb, so they'd covered the whole thing.
But it's not just Mystic Manor at Hong Kong Disneyland, which is cool, because Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, that's had a bit of a change.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, yeah. Star Tours ain't Star Tours.
It's Iron Man Experience.
And you've also got Big Thunder Mountain that ain't Big Thunder Mountain.
It's Grizzly Mountain Runaway Rail Cars.
I think you were so close. I think it's Railroad.
Ah, I was so close.
So close. But each one of them, for me, one-ups the original.
Yeah, the new Big Thunder Mountain's amazing.
It is cool.
It's so much fun.
It's still...
It takes you by surprise, and we're not going to spoil that.
No, but it's not my... If you was to put that in the Big Thunder Mountain category, I'd put it second.
Paris are first.
Yeah, I think Paris is still first.
Yeah, Jungle Cruise there.
Yes.
How cool is Jungle Cruise? We did get broken down on it.
For a long time.
And we nearly missed everything for the rest of the day.
But top tip, do Jungle Cruise at night.
Yes. And then they've got the whole new Frozen Land. Arundel's there.
Yeah,
and that was
cool.
really cool. Really, really cool.
Good thing about Hong Kong Disneyland as well is the characters roam around, so we got to see Elsa. She was just walking around.
She's had a random chat with
she
us.
pop quizzed us. I
And Gaz was
failed.
the only one that got it wrong.
No, I proper failed.
I even whispered the answer to him so he wouldn't, and he still got it wrong.
I still got it wrong.
But yeah, that's a unique little. It's kind of like think Barnstormer.
Yeah, I think the ride. If you're expecting a really
Wandering Oakens.
yeah, it's a very, very small ride. It's more for kids.
It's 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's a very, 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 very quick ride.
So probably wait till the queue's slightly lower for that because it is over very quickly. It's a cute ride though, and the queue's amazing.
But whilst we're actually talking about it as well, we'll move on to the next part, which is all around the unique snacks, because inside of Arundel, there were actually some frozen snacks as well, which I'd recommend. There was like the little frozen Olaf.
Yeah, the ice cream, the Olaf ice cream.
Yeah, what was your favourite snack?
The Lena Bell waffle.
Yes, that was really cool. It's on Main Street, to the right-hand side. Make sure you get it. I don't know what the cream was on the side.
I don't know. It was the best. It's like a
fantastic.
Mickey waffle, but Lena Bell shaped, and it was the best waffle we've ever had.
Yeah, you guys know us. We love a Disney snack, especially if it's Disney shaped. I think that's what we're aiming for. But I don't think Hong Kong Disneyland was like that. Wasn't up there for me as the best snack type of place.
No?
No, I don't think so. There was a few. Yeah, well, Tokyo.
I don't know why I'm questioning you. I know it was Tokyo.
Yeah, but still though, there weren't that many. I think one thing that kind of helped Hong Kong out on the snack front is actually if you go to Disneyland Hotel and you go to the Lotus Blossom Cafe.
Crystal Lotus Cafe. That does the cutest bao buns ever.
Yeah.
Not just bao buns actually, those pancakes, Mickey pancakes.
But just keep in mind it is more for Instagram than for the palate.
They tasted okay.
They were alright.
They weren't like not good.
Would you get them again?
Yes. Because it was like a really cute experience.
And they change them, don't they?
And then they changed them.
Okay, I thought you'd say no, but fair
No,
enough.
I've wanted to do the Crystal Lotus for like 600 years.
But with all these snacks, what I would say, which takes us on to the kind of need to know next section, would be you need to budget more for these type of things because it's a little bit more expensive than we thought it was going to be.
It is. We were paying about £1 for a bottle of water in Shanghai Disneyland.
Yep.
And it was about £3 per bottle of water in Hong Kong Disneyland. So it was significantly more expensive for all food and drink.
Yeah, definitely. I would budget more. I'd say it's just under the American parks in terms of pricing, but it is more expensive than we anticipated it to be.
Yeah, we didn't expect to spend as much as we did.
No. Right, on to the next tip.
Make sure you visit the castle and spend time exploring around it because it's dedicated to all princesses and they've done an incredible job of incorporating that throughout the whole castle.
Yeah, I think it tells the story more than any other castle. I think there's just so much in there. The little details that you can see on the pillars, what you can see on the floor.
Or like on the castle turret.
And if you want to go and check out some of the most expensive items in gold that you've ever seen.
There's a Mickey statue that we thought was like $2,000 or something, and it was like 200,000.
I'm pretty sure there was like £250,000
yeah,
like
it definitely
stuff
was. There was that necklace that I was looking at.
That was ridiculous.
I missed like $2 off the price.
Yeah, it was that. Honestly, I've never seen something as expensive as that inside of a Disney park.
No, but that castle's just beautiful.
One thing to mention as well in terms of Wi-Fi, so there is Wi-Fi all throughout the park. But we would recommend getting yourself an eSIM card when you're out there in Hong Kong Disneyland.
We used Olafly and it worked perfectly for us.
Link is down in the description down below if you want to check them out. We would highly recommend it. Good thing about Olafly is they give you unlimited data, so they wasn't worried about any caps or anything like that whilst we were there. And it worked fantastically in Hong Kong as well.
Everywhere we went in Asia, it worked perfectly.
And taking us now to the final thing that you need to know about visiting Hong Kong Disneyland.
Do not skip Momentous. It is the best fireworks show ever.
It's very good.
I cried.
Yeah, it is very good. I think it puts it like
top.
Yeah, it's one of the top shows that we've seen.
For sure.
Yeah, 100%.
And the viewing area for that at the front, it's so worth the extra money. So we got that as part of our Premier Access, which I don't know if that was worth its money, but maybe just for the Momentous viewing area.
Yeah, I would say so.
So you can get it. Momentous, 8 attractions and 2 shows. We probably didn't need it for the attractions, but it was great to have it for Momentous.
Yeah.
There is another way to get the viewing area, and that's to do the semi-buffet. Just purchase it beforehand, and that was from Explorers Club, and that food was delicious. We had the butter chicken. Oh, that was such a good meal.
How come we didn't get the Momentum?
Because we didn't book it beforehand.
Oh,
you have to pre-book the semi-buffet online.
That makes sense. And if you decide not to do that and get the early entry and stuff like that, then make sure you are queuing up at least 45 minutes to an hour before to make sure you get a good
even more
view.
depending on the busyness of the day.
Yeah. Right, guys. That's it. There's your top 10 things that you need to know before visiting Hong Kong Disneyland.
We hope they've helped. And if we've missed anything that you think we should include, please do leave them down below in the comments.
Yep. Until next time, guys.
We'll see you on the next adventure.
Catch you later.
Bye.